Yo, what's going on, everybody? Some kind of hate here, and today I got some more Medal of Honor for you guys. This is gonna be a team assault on Kunar Base, and I'm gonna be running around with the MP7A1. I gotta tell you honestly, I haven't really used this submachine gun too much in this game. I tend to kind of stick to the assault rifles, the M4 and the M16, and I don't really venture off too much. I was trying to use the shotgun for a while, then I started to get really frustrated with that, but I found this was a very fun gun to use, I gotta say, with an extremely fast fire rate. And I'm using the extended mags on this one here, or the extra magazines, whatever you want to call them, because I don't know, with a gun like this that shoots so fast, you kind of need the extra bullets there if you're gonna, try to take out more than one guy. So it seemed to be working pretty well for me. So if you try to use this weapon, instead of using open tip, try out the extra magazine. It seemed to work out pretty well, and I was going to try red dot out, but the iron sights on this gun are pretty nice and easy to use. So I thought I'd try it out for you guys, and this would be the type of video that I wouldn't normally upload. I start off kind of slow, but then I promise you guys things do get a lot sweeter as the game goes on. And almost drop a cruise missile. There's going to be I can't believe what happens at the end there, but if you want to stick around, check it out. It's pretty funny. But anyways, I want to catch up with you guys on the previous video I uploaded about 2 days ago. It was right before Hurricane Irene was actually going to hit my state. And I gotta say, man, after this happened, it's unbelievable the devastation that it left up the East Coast. Over 11 states were affected. There's still millions of people without power. And my heart goes out to anyone that lost their homes, lost their businesses, or possibly even lost any of their family members, because I don't know the exact death toll, but from what I read, it's over 40 people have died from Hurricane Irene, and I'm very lucky, me and my family are very lucky to have only been affected by it very little. I lost power for 2 days, but that's nothing in comparison to what some people are still going through right now. So 2 days without power, pretty much, all I did was just head over to a friend's house, only a few towns away, who still happened to have power, and we just kind of hung out there, played some games and whatnot, and that's how I passed the time. a lot of playing and sleeping, pretty much. But you can't tell you how much you really start to appreciate things when you see what some other people have to go through, and even just being without power to some people is like mind-boggling, because there's nothing to do. You don't realize how much we really rely on electricity, power, internet, all these kind of things, and until you don't have it, you don't really realize the difference that it makes. So I just wanted to let you guys know that everything's fine, and my heart goes out to anyone that had to deal with the worst half of what the hurricane brought. But thankfully it has passed through, but some people are still living through problems and rebuilding. And I know right now, especially Vermont and New Jersey got hit very bad with a lot of flooding. So I hope things go well for everyone out there, and hopefully you guys can get back on your feet and back to the way things were before. So actually, that was the first hurricane that I ever had to witness, honestly. And for my town, it wasn't that bad. Like I said, there was a lot of trees down, power lines hanging out into the streets and everything like that. But I mean, losing power is, if that's the worst thing that's happened, then consider yourself lucky. So it's just weird, because up in New England, we don't really expect hurricanes to come our way. We more worry about a lot of snow and winter and everything like that. But anyways, guys, I don't want to make this a completely depressing commentary. Just wanted to touch up with you guys, because I did talk about it in my last video, if you guys happen to catch that one. But here it is in the game where I just start going on a freaking tear, man. This is the spawn. If you're playing on Kunar Base, this is the spawn that you want to get. If you can get them to start spawning in the back of what I like to call the C flag area, in the back there, where they will spawn behind the C flag and behind the rock, which is pretty much, well, hold on, let me turn for a second here. Straight ahead of me, right there. If you can get them to spawn right there and behind C, it's a lot more easier to try to rack up your kills than if they were to spawn on the other side, because this side here has so many different flank routes and ways to accessible ways to get to them is the word I was trying to look for, which you can see I'm going to use very well in the next moment here. Played a little dip move on this dude, you know, play a little ring around the rosy, boom, get you in the back. Oh my god, I didn't think I was going to kill him. Sometimes you got to try to outsmart people and do whatever you got to do. Ring around the rosy, go around a rock, whatever. And get my rocket strike here, call this in, and get a nice multi. Woo! Look at that. Pretty sweet. And I start building up my score chains very fast. You're going to see how quickly you can actually build up your score chains. And I don't get to the cruise, but I get so freaking close to it, man. And this is the reason why I wouldn't upload this game. But I am anyways, because I was watching a NASA 1 video where he's playing some Medal of Honor. And he was talking about how if there's a memorable game that you had a lot of fun with, consider it uploadable. And right there, huge mistake. I don't know why I did that. I call my airstrike one score chain away from the cruise missile, and instead of backing off and just watching it, for some reason I was so anxious to get another kill that I just ran forward right into the damn thing and I ended up killing myself. So I was pretty disappointed in myself after that, but oh well, it's just a game, life goes on. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun running around with the MP7A1, and that's all the message I really try to get across, is just run around, play the objective, and just have fun with these games, man, because that's what they're made for. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!